Hey y'all, welcome to Messy Creates. This is Melissa. We're in August of our Inspired to Create challenge. We're in August week 3. So I'm a little late with the video, as you can tell. I got stuck, I think just not totally inspired, and I decided not to push it. So if you aren't familiar with the Inspired to Create challenge, it's something that Allison at AJ's Inspired Life and I started back at the beginning of this year, and we just started it to encourage each other to craft with maybe some prompts that we wouldn't normally use. We definitely have had some humdingers too. Anyway, there's a playlist on mine, and I believe on her channel as well. We each do a video each week. We pick a word each week, and out of that word, we use those letters to come up with prompts, and we make a page with those prompts. There's a name for it. I don't know what it is. Not important. Anyway, so this week's word, let me put that. Oh, here's the hashtag. A lot of you have joined in, and whether it be on Instagram or YouTube, if you do join in, we ask that you tag us, like on YouTube or Instagram, but also that you use the hashtag inspired, the number 2, create _ 2023. And I always list that in the description or in the title, actually, if you, if you didn't catch that. Okay, so this week's word is, you probably can't see it because I wrote it small this time. It's school. I don't know about where you are, but where I live, school started this week. We start a little earlier than, this was just a little scratch sheet of paper I picked up. Ah, mercy. That might not have been a great idea, but I'm using it anyway. Because I thought maybe that I'd actually put on my page. I'm bad about I'll write it on a tablet, and then I never put it on my page. So I need to go back and match up all of the prompts. Yeah, anyway, long story. So this is my August journal. I do this in my journal most of the time. This month, I shorted myself some pages. You've heard me say that. If you've watched any of my last couple of videos, I shorted myself some pages. So, because what I had been doing is doing an extra page just for these prompts. So, and I had already prepped this week. Yay me. I missed prompt week. I missed Lydia at February and June. I missed her prompt week last week. So I was doing that this week. I am halfway thinking that I don't know what else I have to put on my page for this day. What I have been doing up till when I messed this up, like, for example, this week, or the first week, I have been putting an extra page, so I have a full 2-page spread if I want it. A lot of times I end up using it, especially if there's a lot of prompts, a lot of letters in the word. This time, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think I have that much to put on. I haven't done my journaling for that day. I don't think I have too much. So if I can squeeze it onto one page, I will. Or to half of a page. You know what I mean. Let me tell you what prompts I picked for each letter. Maybe I should have written it on here, but let me set that to the side. I'm going to see if I can stick with this. Okay. I chose, I think, unless I change it, I chose scripture, cardinal, habit, not like the nuns kind of habit, habit like I'm addicted to habit. We have 2 O's this time. That's a little tricky, but I'm doing original. Well, and I'm doing orange, And for L, I'm doing lighthouse, I think. Unless that goes horribly wrong. Okay, so this is my plan anyway, my starting point. So, see how we take the word and we pick something for each letter. Now, each week we have a different twist on it, like we exchange prompts or different things like that. The third week, we typically have been asking a friend to give us our prompts. Well, this week I asked my friend, a different friend than I've asked before, and I never expected her to say no. And she's like, not no, but no way. So I was kind of, and I had sort of waited till not the last minute, but it was enough to give her like a day to come up with the prompts and a day for me to find them and, you know, and make the video. Yeah, I didn't expect her to say that. So Allison was kind enough to share, who she asked, and she'll tell you about that when she makes her video. The people that she asked gave her a bunch of prompts. So she was kind enough to share some with me. A couple of them I just picked on my own because I'm trying to make this page work. So we had kind of a Mod Podge of prompts, or I did anyway, this time. So, okay, original. I'm going to start with original because it's going to be my background. Now, whether I decide to put this on this page or I might just work off a piece of copier paper. Yeah, that would fit on here. Anyway, we'll see. I'm going to start with original because it's going to end up being my background. So this was an original piece that I had done a couple years ago. And it was just kind of a watery, inky, me kind of letting ink drip and whatever. It was kind of inspired by my chamomile out in my garden that day. And so anyway, just a piece of kind of abstract art, whatever. It was me playing with some ink is what it was. So I'm not going to tear up. I'm not going to use my original A. It doesn't fit in my journal. So I made a copy of it. Now, the copy is not, let me get it torn out or cut out or, yeah. Give me just a second. Okay, so the copy of it came out a lot darker. This all got muddled up, but it's okay. I get the idea. So, you know, you can see that the vibrant yellows and greens are not vibrant in my copy. So that was a little bit of a bummer, but anyway, it is what it is. I'm not reprinting it. I've already printed it twice. And I wanted to make sure it was going to fit in my journal. Now, this may be my back. This might be my actual piece, and then I glue it into here. Or what I might do, if I don't run over the edges too much, I might just tip it in like this. And then have my stuff here and then do my journaling behind it. I'm not sure yet. I could always make a pocket out of it and put my journaling inside. Anyway, so that, I just wanted to make sure that was going to be, that's my first one. So it's original art, whatever, if you want to call it art. Scripture, I found, this is from a coloring book. And I love this one. It says, God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. I thought that was kind of pretty. This was that coloring book page, and it's too big, and I'm not sure how I'm going to cut it out. I made a copy of it, and I think I'm going to go ahead and cut, because if I can't use this, then I need to have a backup plan, and I need to be thinking about that. So I'm going to loosely cut, and I thought about coloring it before I cut it out, but I think just for the sake of me trying to see where it's going to fit on the page or how it's going to fit on the page, I think I'm just going to kind of loosely cut it and we'll go from there. I did print it smaller, but I think it's too small. Perhaps I need the smaller one. Well, maybe that'll cover up some of my green. or my muddy brown down here. Anyway, I'm going to see, because I do have that smaller, but it printed off really, really. Did you get that gurgly really? My nose is running a little bit. See, it came out too small, I think. I don't know, that might actually fit right there. I almost can't read it. I know you can't. It is that small. The other thing is I might just write it. So these are my options. If I can't use any of those options, I have a stamp with one on it. It's not my first choice of one for this page, but it's, you know, nonetheless, it will work. So, okay. This is why I give myself double pages. Now, if I really needed the extra page, I could go get another piece of paper and I could tip the whole thing in and flip it out and do all the things to it. But I'm going to try to stick to this page today. So, what else did I have? Habit. Yeah, about that. I lost my habit. Yeah, right. Oh, and cardinal. And I have a stamp of a cardinal, and somewhere I have a coffee stamp. But ain't nobody got time for all that. Not this week. So I went ahead, I was printing anyway. I went ahead and just printed a picture of a cardinal. I started looking through my books. I know that I probably have, you know, I probably have plenty of pictures of cardinals in books and, you know, images, things like that. But it just wasn't happening. I was looking, but I knew I was behind on the video. Not that I'm that worried about it. There's no hard and fast rule. I know we established in the beginning that the videos were going to come out on Wednesdays, but, you know, this is a flexible challenge, and we challenge you to be flexible if you want to do it one week and not another week. And, you know, it's just there for the taking whenever you want to do it. So I decided I wasn't going to do it until I was inspired by something. So, okay, fortunately I have a smaller coffee cup too, because I printed everything too small the first time. We're going to trim Mr. Cardinal up. I'm going to call him Artie, because we have a pair of cardinals that live in our backyard, and our little birdie oasis in our backyard. And, you know, they have free reign of the garden and all that good stuff. Anyway, it's a male and a female, and we've watched them raise their young out here for, hope I'm in frame. If not, I'm sorry. We've watched them raise their babies for the last several years and have thoroughly enjoyed it. And yes, I am very sure it's the same ones. I don't know that for a fact. I just am sure that it is. Anyway, we named them Artie and Annie. And so, this is Artie. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have to go back and cut out the smaller one or not, but I think this will work. And that coffee cup might work. And guess what? His little feet. I was worried about where his little feet were going to be perched, but I think we might have just figured that out. Didn't we? What am I lacking? Lighthouse. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna... Okay. I don't know. Here's my stamp. This is my lighthouse I was gonna use. I have another stamp, lighthouse stamp, but this is the one I was gonna use. Yeah, I think I still am going to do it. These are May Made It stamps. You've heard me, well, you might not have, but in previous videos a while back, I've shown you some of my stamps that I get from May Made It. She is a crafter, a paper crafter that is in Clanton, Alabama. She has an actual brick and mortar store. And whenever we go up there, which we do like maybe twice a year, And it's only a couple hours away, or 3 hours away maybe, from where I live. And we fish up there. They have some great lakes and rivers and whatnot. So we go up there to fish about twice a year. And my favorite nursery is up there, Plant Nursery, Petals from the Past. And they do a thing once or twice a year with a bunch of the homesteaders that I follow on YouTube. And see, I live this whole other life y'all don't even know about. And, oh, somebody asked me recently, oh, who was it? If I had thought about doing garden videos. And the answer is yes. I have a couple on my channel. They're not good, I'll tell you that. I mean, you know, let's just cut to the chase. I know they're not good. But the, I'm just flattening the stamp and priming it because I haven't used this one yet. So they all come with a little bit of a film, so you can kind of rub it off either with your thumb or an eraser. Anyway, what was I saying? It's been hard for me. I had planned on doing that. And since I got sick and was paralyzed, you know, having difficulty walking and stuff like that, it's hard for me to carry the camera. I'm doing good to do the garden. I'm not at the point where I have the ability to film it very well. I mean, I could do a walkthrough, but, well, right now it's kind of ugly because we're in between seasons. So, that is something I'm hoping to be able to do soon. I actually had planned to do some adaptive gardening videos, like for disabled, like I have some raised beds and things like that. And I just never, I needed someone else to film me doing what I was doing. And so it just never happened. So, ink. If I were ink, where would I be? Okay, do I want this in black or do I want this in red? I've got the red cardinal. This is a bright red. I'm not loving it. Let me reach across you here. Oh, okay, maybe I didn't. Yep, now I'm reaching across you, sorry. I think I'm gonna do it in black. Just takes a little while to prime the stamp because it is brand new. Well, I've had it for a couple months, but I haven't used it yet. And usually the first stamp is not a good one, but we're gonna roll with it and see. If it turns out good, I'll cut it out and use it. I just put it on some scratch piece of paper. I have tried to avoid stamping with red because red stains your stamps so bad. And not that I mind them being stained, but that's not too bad for a first stamp. I think we might roll with that. And, well, I have another piece of paper. I could do it one more time. See if I can get a solid, of course, this is archival ink. I don't usually use archival ink that much. It stains your stamps too. When I'm stamping, like to make cards and stuff, I don't use archival ink because you can't Copic color with it. Because water moves water, alcohol moves alcohol, and they're waterproof. It says permanent, but they're obviously like an alcohol-based ink. Water-based, won't bleed when used with other water-based dye inks, acrylic paints, and watercolors. Ideal for stamping over alcohol inks. But anyway, okay, you probably didn't want to know all that, did you? Or you may have already known that. One or the other. All right, well, they both turned out about the same. I didn't get good pressure on them. So, I'm just going to go with it. It is good enough. So, I'm going to cut this little guy out. And I'm going to see. And I'm hoping that I can do this relatively quickly. Throw this thing together real quick and not overthink it, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because I'm so good at that. But we got to be good at something. Eek, cutting around all those little details. Okay. Anyway, I still need orange, right? And let's see how that's going to look. I can always take like a marker and darken that if I want. But I really thought that the lighthouse kind of would go with that scripture too. Here's what I'm thinking to incorporate the orange. Let's see, I have my original, I have scripture, I have, scripture, cardinal, habit, original, lighthouse. I'm just missing, I'm missing orange. So I have orange markers. I have this one, and I have this fluorescent orange. Let's see what color we want. That, oh, okay, that's fluorescent. It wasn't kidding. That is fluorescent. And that's just regular orange. And then I have other markers that are orange. Like this is a true orange. And I don't know what I just did with that little scrap piece of paper. Because I was thinking about doing, and I'm going to try it. Oh, this is tiny, tiny. I was thinking about doing the scripture in orange. Okay, I'm going to need glasses for this, and I'm not going to zoom you in. I'm going to try to do it very carefully because I don't have another one of these already printed up. Okay, it is like massively soaking into, it's not working. Yeek. Well, I just need to use the tip. I'm going to have to go with it because I don't have another one. Not ready. So, okay, I'm barely pressing down. This is just a watercolor marker too. It's a good thing with a fine tip point. It's a good thing I didn't try to use that Posca pen. Apparently can't talk in color. Huh. Yeah, that wasn't quite what I was hoping for. I might have to stop there. You can't read the rest of it though. This thing has a fine tip on it. Let me see what that does. That might work. In the midst. Yeah. Okay, this might work. I need to pull it closer to me. And if I do that, you can't see. I wish I could zoom in. That's tiny. I'm just kind of making it up as I go here. I'm not really I'm following the main line, but I'm just kind of writing it in cursive over the lines. If that makes sense. She shall not be moved. Kind of made me think of the lighthouse. I don't know. I don't know if that really pertains, or it just kind of seemed like it fit a little bit with the lighthouse. Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. Yeah, that's not going to be really all that visible. But I'm going to see if I can trim it up just a little bit. I know that y'all can't possibly see that. I don't think. But on the page it goes, because I'm afraid if I try to write it, well, let's just face it, my handwriting is poo. Poo, I tell you, it's poo. Okay. We're gonna see. I think this is overall the right size. And I could have printed it up. Maybe I should have, but I did not. Yeah, that's not bad. And it's a good size for that right where it goes. Do I want it here or do I want it here? I think I want it here. Everything fits on that half a page. Wow, I haven't done a half a page in a while. Kind of like it. I don't know if you can read. Yeah. That's not the greatest, but it will work. So, let's glue. Oh, wait. But wait. But wait. Yeah, I was just trying to sneak in this video while my husband's cutting grass. And then we're having dinner and, you know, do the whole nightly thing. So, I was trying not to. I thought maybe I can do this in less than an hour tonight. Because it's going to be dark here shortly. So, he will be coming in and we got to figure out what we're doing for dinner because I was ill prepared. I put in some time at the clinic today, so well, that's not in. Let's see. Okay, I like the coffee cup here. Let's start with that. And let's put some glue on some stuff, right? Let's glue some stuff. Let's move some of this other stuff. I got stuff everywhere. Are any of you still participating in this? I know that several of you did. And you know, there's times when I think, okay, I'm not feeling particularly inspired to do it. And after all, the name of it is Inspired to Create. So that's why I decided this week I wasn't going to push it. I was waiting until something inspired me. Because that's the name of the game, right? That's the whole idea of doing this. So I'm sure, I would think that y'all don't mind if the video comes out on Wednesday at 8 o'clock on the nose. And sometimes I get it, you know. Sometimes I do make that happen. But this wasn't one of those weeks. Most of the time I usually have it up by Wednesday night, but this week was just a little crazier than some. Wish I could cut all that white around his foot. Trying not to cut his toenails off. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to cut my fingers off in the process too. Let's see. There we go. That's a little bit better. At least right there where he's sitting on the coffee cup. And that is a he. Do I want him here? Perched kind of on the edge of this right here. And I kind of want the lighthouse. Well, I guess, darn it. Okay, I thought I had it planned out. I don't want it to hide the flower. Well, no. Maybe come on, cup of coffee. Nope, I'm not going to get that coffee back up. Nope. Okay. Never mind. I must have had the coffee cup scooted over a little bit further than I have it now before I glued it down. But I kind of like it hanging off the page. Well, I guess I could do that. Let's see. What was wrong with that? I just kind of wanted it in the background here. Yeah, I could. Well, maybe the bird is going to be perched on the front lip of the cup and not the... Okay, let's get the journal out of the way here. The journal does not have to be in the picture right at this moment. If the lighthouse goes here, I just kind of want them to overlap a little. Like that, maybe. I feel like the lighthouse needs to be grounded, and I don't want it way down here. So, if I can tuck this behind here just a little bit, and then, well, you know what? It might just have to be ungrounded a little bit. And then I probably will put, aha, there we go. Aha. It's not my favorite, but, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Nope. I guess we're going back up here. Yeah, not my favorite. But it'll have to work. Right? I liked it better before I guess before I trimmed everything up. I don't know. I don't know what changed. I mean, what did change? That might have to work. And then down here. Do I want all of it down here? Not really. Kind of. I just didn't want that covering that flower, that's all. Oof. I thought this was going to be easy. I really liked the bird, the cardinal resting on the, aha, wait a minute, but wait. Nope. Never mind that the cardinal is bigger than the lighthouse. We're ignoring that fact, right? All right, that might have to work right there. Yeah, that was, I didn't want to just print off a lighthouse, and I didn't want it any bigger on the page, and I could have, oh, but I do have a smaller bird I could cut out, but I really don't want to cut out another bird right at the moment. So let me glue this lighthouse down before I change my mind again. I mean, it is hiding all the flowers, though, darn it. Okay, I just made an executive decision. The bird is going to be stooping, resting on the, right there. Because I don't want it to cover up all those flowers. You might not know they're flowers, but I know they're flowers. Uh-oh. I stuck the bird in some glue. Some of his red came off. So he will be grounded enough And the little tail can hang off just a hair. That's not hurting anything. And I should have shrunk this down too, but I did not, and that's okay. So, that looks awful busy down here. It looks better against the blue sky. Again, like I said, it's not my favorite piece that I've done, but I was really struggling with these letters, and not having, well, I could put, there, I could have grounded the lighthouse like that. Do we like that? Or do we want it up here? Does it need to go up here? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Okay. But yeah, sometimes I get a word and one letter will make me run with, oh, I just hit my, I'm talking with my hands. That's my Italian coming out. Talking with my hands, I hit my light. Sometimes one of the letters will spark something, and then I build the rest of it around that. Well, that just didn't, it wasn't happening this time. And I didn't know. I had lots to choose from too. So, I'm gonna just set it in the journal. And so we have scripture, we have cardinal. This, oh, this, by the way, coffee was my habit. That was, if you didn't catch that, the original was the original artwork, and orange is the lettering, and lighthouse. And yeah, I thought, you know, lighthouse stands strong and firm, and I thought that, and the flower, I don't know. I just thought that that verse went really good with this. So yeah, I like it. So whether I glue it down on 3 sides, make a pocket, and put it in here, I'm gonna wait and make that decision when I journal this day, and which will be like very soon, like the next video. So because I'm needing to, I want to get my week journal too. And so anyway, I'm going to tuck that behind here for now, and looky there, it's not an hour-long video. Wow, I do have the ability to do it. So, anyhow, I appreciate you watching and for following along, and some of you watch no matter what I do, and I so appreciate that. And, anyway, I'm very grateful to have you here and for all of your comments and everything. Your encouragement and, you know, all the love that you show. And I will, I hope you enjoyed this. It didn't light up the world, but not everything we do can, right? So sometimes we're just checking boxes, and that's okay. But it got me creating today. So that's the point, right? So remember the hashtag, and share, tag us, all the things. Go watch Allison's videos. She hasn't put hers out for this week yet. She's running a week behind. So she will get hers out next week, and this week she'll have one from last week. So anyway, hop on over to her channel and watch what she puts out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.